Two, three, four, 1, 2. Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Look, I got my computer back here now. Ooh. Look at OXO. Look, OXO is just covered in stuff now. It was being played, and now it's covered in stuff. Happy Tuesday. Howdy, howdy. We are back at it. Everything's working okay? Looks like it is. Stream's going okay. So today I'm going to try to finish up the rest of these score reels over here. Let's get into the main screen here. Boom, look at that. So we're going to work on, I try to get good camera angles. It's kind of hard to get good camera angles in the back box. But I tried. I'm doing my best. So we're going to do the rest of these score reels and hopefully the two steppers. Even though this is a replay unit, it's still a stepper. So we're going to work on that kind of stuff. I got to stand on a crate sometimes because it's way up here. And I don't have a lot of room to get this off. We did the first reel yesterday. We're going to work on this other one. When we get over to these reels, so we got this thing is in the way, and I don't feel the need to take it away, take it apart. So we'll just lay a towel over that when we get over there. Good to be back. Good to be back doing this. I like fixing machines. So yeah, get right into it. It should go a lot faster because, I took apart the other one and now I kind of remember how they go. The only thing I didn't do is prep a bunch of these coil sleeves, which I probably should have done, but hey, I was working all day. That's what happens. You work all day. Bring the camera up. I know, don't want to see me, but whatever. Alright. There's a lot. Let's see how much I block everything. Let me try to do this. It's not made for TV, but we'll make it for TV. Okay, so first things first, we have a bunch of screwdrivers still up here. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, if you were watching, I lost a screw. It bounced out and went into the play field. Found it, thankfully. But then I put something over it, so hopefully if that happens again, it's not going to fall into the play field. This light is brighter than anything in the world. Even my life. Okay. Can't get started unless you get started. Alright, so remember we take apart E-clip first. The main big E-clip. Set that there. Take off the 3 little screws. This one's not going to work, right? I got to use the bigger one, the taller one. The taller screwdriver. Alright. I wish these would come all the way out so I can show you everything more easily, but I'm limited by space because of the wires. Alright, so as I brought up yesterday, these score reels, so that you make sure that you line them back up right, there's a little notch. Who gets it? What camera gets it? This camera? There's a little notch on the underside that will correspond with a notch in here, so you make sure that you line it back up the right way. Let's brush some of the dust off, leaving the screws inside and setting it to the side. Okay. So this is the thing I talked about before. You got to be careful. There are these little tiny E-clips on the top. I wonder if I can get this to zoom in and be worth a ding. Not really. Oh, so hard to get this a good angle. But anyway, we take these little E-clips off the top and be careful not to lose them, or else you're going to have to find some more or make some more or spend forever trying to find them. And I have spare ones, but they're not exactly the right size. I kind of have to modify them to fit if that came down to it. But it's freaking tiny, tiny, tiny little E-clip. Take the one off this side. There's that. Alright, so that's 2 E-clips there. Springs. Take the bigger spring off. Take the smaller spring off. And then we have 1 plastic little piece. And we can take this piece. No, we gotta take the middle piece off first. So we push in the plunger and find the little groove so that we can slide this up. So there's the little groove on here. This one can definitely come in. It doesn't have to be so far out. Okay, so yeah, got the little groove right here. That's how you get it past the plunger part. And then on the bottom is our contacts. So that's that piece. This piece will slide up right here. This goes in between the switches. So that's all the pieces there. And then sometimes you have to take this off. We don't have to. We found out that we can do this without taking that off. We're going to rotate our plunger out. And then we have to take coil stop off the back. I'm going to leave, unlike the other one yesterday, I'm going to leave this part on and just take the coil stop off the back to get the coil off. And I need my stubby. My little stubby. Oh. Break it free. Yeah. The wonderful world, don't lose your screws. That's what happened yesterday. Momentarily lost a screw. When you lose a screw in a pinball machine, man, if you're lucky, it falls into a place where you can see it or you hear where it went. If you're unlucky, which is most of the time, it's just going to be a pain to try to find. And I refuse to turn on a game until I find any parts that have fallen in, any screws, because I don't want to accidentally fry anything. Now granted, this is electromechanical. There's not much you can fry other than a fuse. Alright, take a coil stop off the back right here. And there's our coil and our coil sleeve, which I gotta make a new one. There's that. So, and then the last thing to take apart is the plate that we have to polish. Let me get a little dish. Maybe a dish. Maybe. So I can get my parts out of the way. It's so weird walking through that part. Alright. Just going to get a little cup. So I can put some of this stuff in here for now, and I don't accidentally knock any of it out. So we're going to put the springs in here. We're going to put our little baby clips in here. Without dropping them. I'm going to take this and just put it off to the side. Screws can stay off to the side up here, and that's there. Alright, I'll set it up on top so I just don't have it in my way. And then I got to take this guy off. Careful with the Bakelite. They're pretty sturdy, but you don't want to break it because you're screwed. This is the Bakelite piece on there. Screw over there. So you're going to have to come around. You're tilting straight. You can't go straight up because there's the switches there. So you got to go at an angle and slide past the switches until you get to, basically this is the part that you want. Just this part right here. And we're going to see if you can look at that. So the center part, this is where the contact is. I showed that yesterday. We're going to shine that up. Shine it up and be bright as a new penny. And to do that, we're going to use our mother's polish. Where is paper towels? I guess the one good thing is that in the back box here, this is like a tiny little workbench. I kind of wish I didn't have to be away from it. I wish I could be over it, but you get what you get. We got our polish. And we're just going to go, we're not going to cover the entire thing because you can see it's not too bad. I mean, it could be, definitely could be worse, but we're going to shine that middle piece up to be nice and shiny. Some there. Oh, there is some like grease on here. Well, not for long. Probably don't have to use as much as I have just now, but careful with your wires. Don't want them coming off. Okay. Get some of that excess. So there's our, look, it's just a bunch of dirt. Tons of dirt. Get this excess off of here. Got a lot on the back. Probably shouldn't have done it like that. Alright, so there. Can you see the difference there? We're shining it up to be bright. All this is the contact area. This is the important part. This, I mean, you can make it this part shiny too if you wanted to, but that's just aesthetics. This is the important part. These are where it needs to be. And it's looking pretty shiny now. Ugh. That's why you have a light. Okay, done with that piece. Still have to clean off all these little pieces here. That we're going to do with alcohol, which I am getting scarily short supply of alcohol recently. This is just annoying me. Alright, get up here. Computer, get out of my way. Ooh, alright. So, that's done. Alcohol. Saving it from yesterday. Paper towels here. Gotta get my paper towels on. All these little things. This one on the end just holds the springs on, but hey, you're cleaning everything else. Get in there and clean that too. And we're not putting any lubricant, so it's good that we just get all the garbage off of it. Somebody put lubricant on there because that's what that. There's like a little smearing on the contacts, which that's not good. You can put, like, I guess there's a reason to put a little bit of something to keep it from squeaking as the contacts rub against the top of the Bakelite, but alright, I'm going to get this piece of plastic here too. This piece back here, the plunger runs along that, so you need to make sure that's cleaned off. You need to make sure all of it's cleaned off, basically, but make sure definitely that part's cleaned off. Alright, so those are clean, those are clean. Coil. We need a new coil sleeve. Coil sleeve. Ricola. Nothing like a good coil sleeve. Do it with one hand. Yes. Alright. So taking my old one and my new one, lining them up. Put a little mark on the new one. So I want to go above my Sharpie mark. That one sits there. Put my old plunger in here. Above the Sharpie mark is what we want. Line this guy up. Is that? Not quite. There we go. I should have done these like ahead of time. Coil sleeves. Since I know I'm going to need a lot of them actually, right? I mean, I have a lot, they're just not cut to size. Come on, you're just plastic. Let's go. There we go. Alright, there's my new one. It's got a little bit of lipstick on it. Let me get a piece of sandpaper. I didn't get that yesterday. Oh, here we go. All I want to do with the sandpaper is just get the little burrs on the top. There we go. Noise, noise, noise. Sandpaper. What was that? Creepy. Alright, so now we're back to putting it back together already. Which means I need parts. Can I put this in here without problems? Yeah. Alright, coil stop. And alcohol. One last call for alcohol. So fill it up. Not too shabby, not too bad. I bet the plunger's going to be worse though. Yeah, good. I hear things. I hear things. Let's do this first. You stay there. Let's put this guy back in. Sneaking him below the switches. Don't forget the switches. Gotta get the switches clean. There's that there. And screw goes in there. So we're not gonna we're gonna skip over the steppers and just go right towards the score reels, which technically they're steppers too, but you know what I mean. Just do all the score reels first. Alright, so that's sitting there, that's fine, that's good. Let me clean my switches real quick. So these switches are what tells it that it's on 9 or 0. And tells it what to do next. They are a little bit on the dirty side. Which, well, you knew it was going to happen. Oh, I've already lost the rigidity of this Cardboard. Cardboard's already gotten weak on me. Come on, buddy. Squeaky sounds. There we go. There we go. That's a guy right there. All right. New coil sleeve. I want to run a little bit alcohol inside it. Make sure there's no weird oils or anything. I can see there I only used one side. Put that one in. And then put the coil back. Right there. We got the coil stop. It's already going faster than yesterday. Because I got my memory back on how these things go together. Screws. Come on, line it up. There we go, right there. Now we get the screw in there. Now we get to screw it in. Screw in. Maybe? No? This is one of the screws I lost yesterday because I couldn't. Ugh. Big old fat fingers. Come on, just thread. Why? Why you gotta be so complicated, dude? Just slightly down from where it's supposed to be. And that's enough to screw with my thread. Don't take time to clean it up without messing up your threads. Punk. Why you got a punk? We're almost. Come on, just line the holes up. This is exciting. So exciting. Will he thread the screws? Will it go back together? Yes, yes it will. It's that one. This screw, one more. Don't you be doing that. Hate to have to go try to find some screws. That'll end things real quick. Oh, alright. What's that on the back? Nothing? Okay, so there we are. We're back together. Coil stop is back in. New sleeve is in. Next is plunger. And alcohol back. Get the alcohol back. Get your alcohol back in stock. Alright, let's see how dirty you are. Yep. This dust is going to screw me up. There we are. And then make sure you get the sides of this thing really good. Obviously, get the whole thing. But the side's really good because this is what rubs up against the other piece of plastic. Alright. So we got this thing. And he's going to sit. Try not to touch the plunger because you don't want to get oils on there. You don't want to add to the oils you're trying to get off. Try to get them in the hole, in the groove, and just like that. And then just slide them in as far as you can there. Okay, so next is the arm that goes in between the switches. And remember, don't put any lubrication. No lubrication. You know, all you're going to do is make sure you got it cleaned out the best you can with the alcohol. Get all that dust, all that 20 years of dust. Probably a little bit longer than that, because I doubt they cleaned it off really good 20 years ago. All that out of there. And then when you put this back on, you need to make sure that you line it up in between the right switches. And it's pretty easy to tell, because you want to make sure that if one closes, one opens. So that closes, opens, closes, opens. So that one goes there. And then next piece is this guy. This is our ratcheting piece that has our contacts on it. So we get our alcohol again. We'll just get those contacts. It shouldn't take too much. And remember, we want to be careful when we go to put this thing back on that we don't accidentally bend these back. I did that once on OXO. And then it took forever to get it to line up in a way that it would work again. So be very careful of these contacts. And I need another Q-tip. Probably going to get some more alcohol in here too. Get the inside. All that gunk, all this gunk. I like that the actual gears themselves, the actual little slots, are not too bad. Some of them can be caked on, and then you got to use a little bit of a toothpick to get in there and get all these little grooves. But these ones will come out with a Q-tip, so. All right. Fairly good here. Get the ends. This, where are we at? Here we are. This groove right here, where top finger is, that's what's going to line up so that you can put it down and slide it over that piece. Just kind of wiggle it until you get it, because it'll fit. Wiggle it. Come on, man. It's not a lot of space. I mean, it's cut to precisely so that it just goes over. So if you're not lined up exactly, it's just, there we go. And then this piece will go underneath. There we go. I think that's it. Yes. Yeah, so that's as low as it goes right there. Stay there. I need to get my little E-clips back out. Tiny little E-clips. Be careful they don't shoot off on you. So you get them halfway on and then they want to shoot off the other way, and now you're searching for E-clips. That one is really kind of loose here. Where are my needle nose? Alright, so one of these E-clips, this one is kind of loose, so I'm just going to, while it's on, see if I can squeeze it in. Just a little bit. So it grips better, or else it's going to fall off. Alright, I think that's a little bit tighter on there. Okay, we're there. It's in the track. Boom, 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 boom. Neat little design. Alright, got to clean that guy out. I'm just going to sit him in here and jiggle it. There's not a lot of space. I don't think I cannot get a Q-tip inside this guy. It's tiny. I could put a little bit on the stick, like break off this. Break off the actual pad. Put a little alcohol on the stick itself and run that stick in here. That works too. Who said you have to use the swab part? You can use the roll. Alright, there it is. I want that to go back on there. And then we have to do springs. Nope, we got one more E-clip first. E-clip. Oh, so tiny. You want to fall out, my friend? Why do you not want to go in? That one's gonna, oh yeah, that one's on a lot better. I had some missing on OXL. I mentioned that yesterday. I'm gonna put our spring back on without that bit of dust, whatever that was. Spring back on there. Back on that part. Big spring. Back on here. That's going to start to lock in our gears. Set back on. I don't want it to pop out. Okay. And then I got to put the big clip on. No, I can't put the big clip on. I got to wait until I put the gotta wait till I put the score thing back on, or the actual numbers. I'm just turning it so I can get to the groove. There's that. And then our groove is right here. Gonna line that up. Like that. Right? We're in place. Yes. Screwdriver. And last one. Come on. Don't get caught on the last one. Alright, and then the big clip. There, now. You gotta fire it to get it to so on 0. Yep. All that is functioning the way it's supposed to function. Now we move on to the next one. Remember how these go back in. There's a little groove on the top. You can see there. There's a little groove on the top that latches in first. And then your bottom one gets in there. Get over there, man. It's not hard, it's just stupid. There, that's the first one. Move your little springy arm back so it can lock into place. And it should be sitting there loose as long as the spring arm has locked it in. So just like that. What are you doing? Oh. There we go. Okay. Yay. Gonna get some more cleaned up. This guy. So far not too shabby with these. Ooh, this one feels like I got a lot more wire to work with here. That camera. Kinda. That works. Alright. Once you get into the groove, all these go faster. They go a lot faster. Remember, big clip first. into the cup. Screws. 3 screws. These 3 screws of this score reel need to come off, or else I can't deal. I'm not very good at quick rhymes. It's not like I'm Leanne Rhymes. See, I'm bad at that. I'm bad. All right, score reel's off. I'm going to brush the dust off a little bit. It's not too bad. I think we cleaned these before. All right, score reel out of the way. Nice big spot on the top. Next bit are springs. Bring this down here. Springs 1, springs 2, E-clips. This one looks a little bit dirtier. I wonder if it fires a lot more than the other ones. I think this one was player 2, so usually player 2 is not as is not as dirty anyway. So here's the first difference between that one and the last one. So take this guy off, but this one does not have a leaf switch. There's no leaf switch here. So that's pretty cool. That's a little different. So make sure that's set to 0. I wonder if this is something that doesn't change when you turn it off. Interesting though. Yeah, so no leaf switch. So that's a lot less to worry about. Just gonna turn that guy that way. Take this out. We'll clean him later. Plunger. Clean him later. Coil stop. Get this back off. Screw. Don't you lose your screws. Ooh, this one was loose. Screws, screws, coil stop. That comes off. Coil stop comes off. Coil sleeve comes out. That's there, that's there. And then we'll take this plate off. Weird, the one less step makes it seem like it's like 10,000 times faster. Plate's off, screw is still in the screwdriver. Now this one can come straight off because there's no switches in the way. Well, if it can come straight off, it may be stuck. Oh, we got wires underneath it. Alright, well, we gotta be careful with this. Yes? Make sure to lay those back flat when we're done. Wow, look. I can take this completely off because there's nothing to it. Yeah. Not really going to be much we can do about that. Unless we want to go over and redo it all. I need to get more alcohol in my cup. Gotta get some more alcohol in the cup. Drink, 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 drink. Alcohol. The center one is the Grand Slam reel. Again, I don't know all the rules yet. So I don't know exactly what it means. This one's dirty, but it doesn't matter because nothing goes on it. Hi eBay, how you doing? My eBay tone is telling me there's something that I said I'm interested in, but it's going to tell me it's something that I wasn't actually interested in. It just had the same name. Because it's pretty much what happens every single night with that thing. However, I did get the Hyperball plastics because of that, so. Interesting. This is the only one that I'll be able to do. It's completely away and not held on by the wires. Try to get this plastic cleaned off real good. Alright. Alright, well, yeah. That's that piece. Now we gotta polish this out. So let's see the before. I mean, you could, it shines in the light, but it's not the color you want. See, it's yellow. We want it to be copper. That better be an RC car. He's not listening. I don't know what Brent's doing right now. Something. Ooh, let's turn this off. It's not even in the shot anymore. There we go. Arcade's back there. Okay. I mean, this is yellow on the camera. So let's see if we can make it copper on the camera. Remember, make sure your grip is not so tight that you're going to crack something in yourself or in the Bakelite. A lot of dirt. Wouldn't expect anything less. A lot of dirt on me now, too. Oh my goodness, okay. Let's see, what is this? There's a difference in color. When shining in the light, it's still got that yellow, but we're a nice coppery color now. A little hazy at the ends, but that doesn't matter. Just need this center part. Just like that. That's where the screw goes. Okay. And now just put it back together. Ugh. Alright. Take this. That goes over there. Let's watch these wires. Remember, we got to put those wires back down. I don't think we have to, do we? It's in the middle of nowhere, but still, let's put the wires back down like they were. Plate, screw, ta-da, there we go. Screw like that. Now I'm going to very slowly bring these wires back. That's how they were. Okay, now we're back to coil sleeve. Ugh. Give me an old one. I think I have, you know, they said this, the supplies usually have are coil sleeves and some other things, but I think I went all crazy and got a whole ton from Marco. So I always have coil sleeves. Alright, we're going to go above our mark. Our Marco. Marky Mark and the Marco bunch. Ooh. we go. Bring it back down. Bring it back down a little bit. See if we can knock out the other two score reels really quick too. Where are we at? 7:17? Yeah. I at least want to get those done before I go. So what's tomorrow is Wednesday. That'll give me time to do steppers. And then on Thursday, if I'm available, we can move on from the back box, I think. There's some parts I found down there that need to be cleaned. There's a trough that the balls go in when they go out the back to fall down into the bottom play field. That is really dirty too. I didn't see it before because it was way back there. That's going to have to be cleaned out. There's that. Okay. A little sandpaper. Is that? This is exciting. So much fun to do. If you could think of anything you want to do on a Tuesday night, I think cleaning coil sleeves would be number one on my list. Why would you want a dirty coil sleeve? Man, I'd like to spend my entire Tuesday night cleaning a coil sleeve. That sounds like a blast, Bob. Thanks, but my name's not Bob. Oh. Who are you, by the way? Nobody. There we go. This one wasn't too bad already. Nice and shiny. Not too dinged up. It's alright. Coil stop. So let me put this guy back in. There we go. Somebody's leaving. Come on, coil stop. All of a sudden, there we go. Now, I was like, it's got to line up. It went in there before. Screws. See if I get it the first try to line up. I think I did. Make sure this one's tight this time. Yep. Other one. What was that? It sounded like a dog barking in a car as it drove by. Take me home tonight. Alright. There we go. That's our base. That's our base. Base. Leave my screwdriver up there so I know where it is. This is what you don't expect to see in the back of an arcade game. Or in the back of a pinball machine. At least in electromechanical. But there it is, because there's a fluorescent light, which we replaced with an LED light. Everything in here is going to be LED, if it's not already. We might even add some more lighting for this back, because there's nothing there. So we might put some lights back inside the back box here and see if we can light it up some more. Because why not? It's ours. Alright, plunger. How often do you plunge? Minimal dust on the plunger itself. Just don't break it. minutes of production going on right now. What? Oh, ow, ow, ooh, ow. Exciting score reels. Action-packed fun.
You almost done? Go turn it on. Come on, let's turn it on.
Oh, I got it. There's this trough where the balls collect on the back, and they go down. It is just caked. It's down below in here that just kind of have to deal with it.
But you can't take it out?
No, I can take it out.
Oh, I'll clean it. I don't care.
Well, I have to get it out. But I was thinking for back in here,
Mm-hmm.
because we have, this is the plug for the LED.
Yeah.
You can do whatever light, and you could tee it off of there and just put some lights down in here, and that would shine on the back of this thing.
Nice, yeah.
If you
well, let's see once we fire it up, if we want to bump up the lighting or not.
Bump up the lighting, bump up the lighting.
Make it pop, pop, pop.
Super green. Just getting all your little clean.
Well, you got it. Will you do my ears?
You want it with isopropyl alcohol in your ears?
Sure. Good.
Ah! Oh, the pain. Why? I would much rather do this than anything. On the wings of love, earned time again to... And the door's closed. Ooh, feel that cold air coming in. I love it. I love that winter is finally becoming winter. No more of this playing around, half-baked, wintry thing. What's this? There we are. Okay, that's all we have, right? Because we don't have that switch. So we just got to put this guy on. Slide it past the plunger. There we go. That's that. And then we have this little Latchy McLatcherton. Tom Latcherty. And so you give all these parts names. This is Tom Latcherty. I'm going to forget that by the next time I try to say it. Mainly dust on the outside. Okay. Clean. Everybody start to clean. Alright, that guy goes there. I get my E-clip back out, my little one. Well, let's just dump this hopefully without losing anything. Put our little E-clip back on. Get on there. Yes. Okay, so that's that E-clip. Back on there. That's on there. Plunger's in there. Springs. Probably should have done this first part of the spring first. No, that's okay. I can do it like that. There we go. That spring. Bigger spring. I like these springs though. They look like they got a nice coating on them. The OXO, I remember, they're kind of rusty. So that's that. It's rotating, but it'll work better once that part is down. And it's right here. And where's the little notch? There's the notch. And the notch is right here. What? There we go, like that. Screw back in, get yourself done. Yeah, yeah. One more. And our clip, our E-clip, and then fire it to hopefully line it up again. There, set to 0. This guy can just go back in. Moist. So I think I am going to take this. I'm not going to take it off. I'm just going to swing it out of the way, so I can get to these other 2 score reels without having to worry about these Jones plug things. Let's leave the screws in it. There's only 2 holding this whole piece of wood down. Since 1972, has this not moved? Oh, have to get this guy a little bit more. Is there a 3rd one? There we go. There we go. Okay. We're just going to try to swing it a little bit out the way, just so I can get to these 2 score reels over here. Still might want to get a towel and put on there. Get one of my towels. I'll just do that for now. Get this guy. So these ones theoretically should be a lot dirtier. Where is the thingy? Go back and we'll get the stepper here later. Alright. There, that works. Player 1. Dirty McDirtyton. Lost all my tools. Stubby's up there. He's right there. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. The tools are right in front of you, but they still vanished. E-clip first, followed by 3 little screws. These 3 screws are not doing well. Oh, what's going on there? You better not be stripped. There it is. It's like, man, son, don't you dare be stripped. Get out of the way. It's not a good picture. Almost lost my screw. Stay in there. Score reel. Take that guy off. Get him out the way. I can already tell that's dirtier. Already see it. Springs. Other spring. always in theory that player 1 should be the dirtiest one because that's the minimum person that's playing. Alright. Take this off. Watching my eclipse and try not to lose my eclipse. Other eclip. Really loose. Slide this guy off. Got another. Push the plunger in. Get the middle piece off. Ugh. And then we got that off. And then take the plunger out. Alright, that's all that now. This guy has obviously got a lot of garbage going on there. So, I gotta get a coil sleeve off first. Coil. Bye-bye coil. Go. Helmet cam so you can see what I'm seeing. Alright, that comes off. That's the coil. Coil stop and coil sleeve. Coil is off. Now we're going to take off the plate. We're back with switches over here, so we got to be careful. Careful of the switches. I guess essentially so am I. Sensing it, trying not to hit the switch. Alright, so now we're left with just this Bakelite piece. It's amazing how those get so dirty, right? It's weird. I ran out of paper towels. Like, literally, I'm running out of paper towels. We gotta get some more. Get this done quickly so we can move on. Little mothers. Little mother's love. Polish time. I think he left again. He was having a pretty good conversation to himself over there. He does that a lot. At least I can pretend I'm talking to somebody on the internet. If not by myself. Oh. This might have to go 2 rounds on mothers. I think so. It is. As I said, because, you know, it's the player 1. It's going to be super dirty. Get all off my fingers too. I transfer all the dirt from the machine to my hands. Shiny. Yes. Yes, Iago. Alright. That's that piece. We're almost going to start putting this back together. We just got to get... I can get some more paper towels. Oh. Contrary to what you may think, standing on a crate is not very comfortable. It is a little sore on the feet. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, my mind was thinking that something was backwards over there, but it's not. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. My mind plays tricks on me. Alright, you're out of the way. Now, gotta get this part real good. Get all the gunk off our plastic. Ooh, this piece might need a toothpick to get some of this gunk off of there. We'll see. Let's get it off the posts. Someday in the future, somebody else will be cleaning this machine. Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't go to rot after we stop existing. I need a toothpick. Oh my goodness. OXO. But it'd be pretty hard to play it right now. Get that dirt off of there. Get your dirt off of there. We don't want your kind here. No dirt. Not even Joe dirt. Joe Mama dirt. There we go. That guy's pretty clean. Let's get the switches while we're thinking of it. At least I'm thinking of it. This has the extra switch on it because it is the ones. So it's got a trigger. It has to trigger the next reel. So there's an extra switch. The last one doesn't have that switch because there's obviously nothing left to trigger. It's the last reel. This, and then actually not too bad. But you never know. They were working. We did reset when I did turn it on without the playfield in it. So I don't think that they need to be adjusted at all. Alright, that's that piece, that piece, that piece. Those guys. I missed that post. Just because I wasn't sure exactly which ones I hit. Get these last posts. Okay. Ooh. Don't breathe that. Put it up to my nose and then all of a sudden I'm breathing some others. There we go. Fit in like a glove. At least this one you don't have to try to adjust because there ain't no way where it can go. It has to go in its spot. There we go. That part. We're to the coil sleeve. Measure it first. I know there's probably a better way to do this, but I think this is the most accurate one that I can think of right now. Come on. This one I want to go to the bottom of the mark. I bought these pipe cutters specifically for this, so that it wouldn't have been used on anything, any metal. They are kept with my coil sleeves, so I don't accidentally use it on copper piping or some sort of metal piping. In the past, I've cut a gas line with one of these things, gas pipe. It took a long time, obviously. Gas pipes are pretty thick. Ooh, obnoxious people in their obnoxious cars. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Getting there, almost done with this one. Oops, I forgot the sandpaper it, yo. There we go. Get them burrs off. No burrs, no Bill burrs, no other burrs, Aaron burrs. How many burrs? I don't, wait. Aaron Burr? Raymond Burr? Those are famous burrs. Not on here. No burrs on here. Slide back into my coil. Next, now we're building it back up. Coil sleeve is in. Coil stop is next. Clean that guy off. Doing pretty good there. Not too bad. So slide him into place, and then coil stop is annoying because you have to get past these wires first here too. There we go. That one wasn't so bad. Not as bad as the others wanted to be. Line it up on the back, and I already got my screws over here, so that's gonna help tremendously. There's one. Screw that in. And then screw this in. And then we got one more score reel. And then the two steppers. And we got to put the sound back in and put the joint plug back on. But we should be done with the back box. And then we can move back to the play field and hopefully get that done really quickly. Alright, there's our coil in there. Alright, coil plunger. Remember, look at this. This is the player one stuff. Player one stuff is the dirtiest. Except on my OXO, my player 3 had some weird dirty goo going on. I don't know what that's all about. I want to get it all off the sides. The sides are what rubs up against that other piece of plastic, so you don't want any of that friction. It's going to build up over time anyway. You just don't want to start out with it. Get it nice and light. Oh, get that part really good too. This is the part that goes in the notches. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Now, in with the coil sleeve, or coil sleeve into the coil sleeve with the plunger. Just rolls in. There it is. Easy peasy. That's going to slide up and down. So next we're working on nope, we need the part that goes in the switches. So this is going to require a Q-tip. This part was not on the, we'll go on this camera too. This part was not on that center stepper score reel thing because apparently it doesn't need it. It's just one. Alright, let's get in these little crevices. And I'm going to do that trick I did before. we're going to break off. There we go. It's on the inside. There's a little on the inside. We'll break off the tip of the Q-tip. Dip the stick in the alcohol. Run it through here. I guess I have those Q-tips that have plastic on them, but probably won't be able to break those off. Plastic Q-tips, but these ones you can. They're just paper. Alright, so that's that guy. He goes, and we'll make sure we got to go in between the right switches. So that goes in there. So we turn on that one, turn off that one. Switches are functioning. Let me get his E-clip. Don't drop your E-clips. If you drop them, it's not a good thing. Alright. So that guy's locked on. So that's the order we're in. Next will be this guy. This guy right here. This is where our contacts are. This is big enough. I can actually put a Q-tip in it. Oop, don't bend that. Careful. Bend that back, it won't work right. Need another full Q-tip. It's not big enough. There we go. Clean those contacts a little bit. Now I gotta get in these grooves. I might have to do the paper clip, or not paper clip, the toothpick thing. Don't use paper clips, that's too metal. No, you use the wood. If I can't get them to clean up with the Q-tip, I'm going to have to get in there with the toothpick. Somebody tell me what to do now. I don't know why I got to juke. No. Need a new Q-tip. But it's coming out with the Q-tip. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the actual toothpick. Get in these little grooves, man. It's all about the little grooves. Get yourself some grooves, son. Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't need to get the toothpick out. Cool. Slide this bad boy back on there. Be careful. I think this one got bent a little bit. I want to make sure the pad is in the right spot. It's only the smallest little opening to slide it past the plunger on purpose. Come on, yo. There we go. Shouldn't be hard. You just got to line it up the right way. All right, now my little pad things are right too. Don't need that. That guy get out of the way. Okay, so that's that. That can sit there for now because I still have to do this guy. And then we put the springs back on. And we can put the numbers back on. And then we are one step away from finishing the score reels. One more reel away. It's real exciting. Really good stuff. Real deal, yo. Time and time again. That's not gonna clean, but ooh, that worked. All right. Now I'll put this guy back on. Yes, I know it's not sitting up. This guy back on. His E-clip back on. Tiny eclipse. It's a tiny eclipse. Ha ha, I get it. Come on. Pop on there, buddy. Is it on? Doesn't feel on. Feels like it's gonna pop off on me here. Well, no, it is on here. Come on. I don't think it is. Dang it. Yes, are you on or not? Where are my needle nose? Where are the needle nose? You're just going to be a punk. Alright. Now, springtime. Springtime for whoa. Alright, I think this spring first. And oh, careful. Need to clean my hands. I want to put dirt back on the stuff I just cleaned. Spring loaded. Bigger, longer, more uncut spring. Loaded. Marked on. Preliminary movement. Okay. You're not going to get it to work perfectly or spin around perfectly until you get the actual numbers back on. There we are. Whew. All right. Looking for a notch. There's the notch. I'm Nacho Scorio. Come on. Gotta pull the plunger in a little bit so I can get there. There. Goes in like that. Loosen, tighten these screws down. Ooh, it'll want to line itself out. Just be careful. Don't snap any plastic. Don't strip any screws. Should be pretty obvious which way it sits. And then E-clip. Big fat E-clip. There. That goes on there. Make sure you got some movement. There we go. Ba-dow, bow. There we go, player one. Are you ready, player one? Ha ha ha. I hated that movie. Hated the book even more. Not saying that I was really trying to like Ready Player One, but I do remember reading the book and throwing it halfway across the room because I was annoyed by it, even though I finished it. Alright, so that same little spring wire that locks it in place, you have to push back in order to get it in there. There, now it's locked in. There, now we are down to the last reel. Bum, bum, bum. How can it be? Where is it? Oh, man, I can't get to there it is. Oh, couldn't get to the wire. All right, we're looking at just as dirty as before. What do we do first? E-clip. Always E-clip. Eclipse. It's a total eclipse of the sun. And then unscrew. Come on, dude. They may be a little tight. Just don't take the screws out of the plastic piece. Just loosen them up. There we go. There we go. And then that gets us the scores. Trying to get some of this dust off. Don't use any chemicals on those scores. Just get the dust off. You can do it with mild soapy water too. Here we are inside. Can already tell that's a ton of dirt going on there. Spring. Spring 1. Spring 2. After the springs, we go back to E-clips. E-clip 1, don't lose him. The tiny ones like to get lost. E-clip 2, don't lose that. There, E-clips are out. Now, you can take this guy off and rotate this around so you can get the space to move it past the plunger. And pull him off. Pretty dirty. Get it over there, see how dirty it is. And then we take this guy off. And then we take the plunger out. Yeah. And then coil off. Coil stop. Part of me wants to speed do this, like how fast can I do it? But the more logical part says, no, just do it right. Don't worry about speed, worry about accuracy and doing a good job. We're almost done with it. And looking at the clock right now, definitely taking a lot less time than the one yesterday. So what, we're already on the third one, or fourth one. Yeah, fourth one today. Coil stop off, coil sleeve out, then take the Bakelite off of the back. Leave the screw in the screwdriver. Remember to navigate past the switches, so you got to tilt it, get past the switches, slide that out of the way, and we're down to this thing again. Mecca lecca liney hiney ho. So this should be the last time we're using the mothers for tonight, until we get to that stepper tomorrow. Polishing, it's a thing to do when you want to have a clean score reel. Polish with mothers, mothers. Oh, yeah. Never turn on a machine that you don't know about. Never just take their word for it. Well, it worked fine before when I put it in storage. It worked great. Yeah. Never trust that. I remember the owner, the Pizza Mill owner who owns this game technically. That's what he said about this one. This exact game. Yeah, it works. It's just been in storage for 20 years. Yeah, it works. No. Correct answer was it worked. time is not its friend. Time. Look at, we got a shiny, shiny, shiny. Nothing like a shiny disc to enjoy. Drop that. Alright, before we put that back on, let's clean these. My floor is getting dirty because I'm missing the trash can. I'll tell you what, I'm ready to be off of this this crate. My feet are not liking it at all anymore. Not to say that it ever did, but it's definitely not liking it. Alright, cleaning all these little guys. This one just had the springs, but who cares? Get the dust off of it. And then I gotta get the dust off of this plastic piece. This part gets grimy because it rubs up against it. Day in and day out, just rubbing. Alright, and one more thing before we put the Bakelite back on. Clean the switches. We're almost done. We are almost done. I'm so going to be happy to be like, yep, did it. Got the score reels. They are clean now. That's not too bad. Not too bad on the switches. Alright. We're back. Ooh. Make sure we put this back the right way. Okay. Tuck underneath. Locks into place. Right there. And screw it on. There we go. Next piece is coil sleeve. Last one to do today. So these are, go over here, look. So this coil sleeve, who knows if it's original or not. I'm going to say it is. But yeah, all that dirt and stuff right there, all that just creates friction. And your friction, you don't want that. All that dirt and dust just makes life hard on the game. It makes it harder to run. It makes it so that coils don't fire the right way, so they hold on longer, which means they get hotter. All sorts of problems. There's a phone number on the back of this. Wonder who you are. Top of the mark. Yeah, so in the end, all this pinball dust or whatever grime, the more and more you have of it on all the different parts, you're just going to end up causing yourself headache and coils. And so why is my coil burned up? Because it was holding on too long? Because it's trying to fire and this thing is all dusty, and so it's holding when it should just be popping. So yeah. Oh man. I had the guy who owns the Mayfair that I just repaired, he called me, or he texted me yesterday. The problem. What's up, Brent? What you doing? What you doing, little guy?
The things.
The things?
The things.
You getting the things done? Spending time.
A little chilly out there.
Yeah, buddy.
Bird freezing. Not freezing, but pretty cold.
Ugh.
Look.
I don't want to look at those. Those aren't for me.
Ah.
Last one.
Last
score reel. Last score reel. I got to do these 2 steppers tomorrow, but the last of the score reels. There's 5 of them.
Noise.
They get successfully faster. The more you do, you get faster at it.
Successively or successfully?
Successively. Successful. Watch yourself. So this is the part. This thing right here.
Oh yeah.
And then in the back, like
That's grungy.
behind this target.
Yeah.
That
Ew.
that needs to come out too and be cleaned off.
Super cleaned.
I still haven't cleaned the buttons for the control panel either. I got to do that too. Did you? Oh, you didn't repaint the thing?
Huh?
You haven't re-dyed the thing?
Oh, the
Control panel that's
No.
over here.
because I have to clean it again, any dust or whatever before I do it.
Okay, if that's what.
But I know where my dye is and everything because I organize all that crap.
Well, good, because it needs to be done. How are we going to play it without a control panel? Do you want me to get it? Or do you just want to run into stuff?
I didn't run into anything. I didn't even bump your booty.
You could have. You might still. Ugh. See? You did it on purpose.
I did.
Freakazoid. Alright, get it done. See, that got him motivated to take that part and do his part of the job, which is painting. He does lights and he does painting, and he's got to paint that control panel so I can get it back on there, so we can get the controls on, so we can play this game. Just gotta motivate him sometimes. Coil stop. Coil stop. There it is. Time to go back in. I think I lined it up the first time. Yes, I did. Yeah, buddy. That's going to make this go a lot faster. Thank you. And one more. Come on. Trying not to strip anything. There it goes. There we are. That is back in Cha. In Cha. Now we're rebuilding. Well, we've been rebuilding, but now we're really rebuilding. Yeah. Plunger. Plunger. If these games had a soul, you think that this, when you're cleaning them like this feels like a good hot shower or a nice massage. Don't do it there.
Why not?
I don't know. You can do it there.
But I wanna.
Do what you want. It's your life. There we go. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got him. you say liars or pliers?
Yeah, because it says flat black. But it's not really flat. It has kind of a satin sheen to it.
Yeah. How dare they? Whatever. Okay.
Look, this can's going malfunctioning. Where's your trash?
It's over here.
There you go. Malfunction.
Well, yeah, it's all covered in rust and icky. All right, plunger. It's the Enterprise. Didn't even notice that. The plungers are the Enterprise. Put that guy back in there. Try not to touch the plunger because I don't like getting oils. It's like a halogen light bulb. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to get oils back on there. That's that. Next part is the arm that goes in between. Little Forky McDougal. And we're going to have to do the whole break the Q-tip trick. I'm going to dunk it first. Just dunk it in the alcohol. There we go. Break off my Q-tip. Dunk my Q-tip in alcohol. The stick. Get in there. Real good. There we go. Alright, so that's our little guy. Make sure you put him in between the right switches.
There you go. In the morning, it'll be ready for you.
The morning?
Get it out to you in the morning.
Make sure I put this in the right one. Open, closed, closed, open, or closed, open, open, closed. I think that one. It goes that way. It goes like that. Then this big bad boy. Big bad boy is full of grime. Oh my goodness. Let's get some more alcohol. Running low. Look, I only have this much.
Oopsies.
Maybe
I have to make a Walgreens run.
Oh man, now I can smell vinyl, whatever that dye is, and alcohol, and mothers. It's getting a little high in here, man. Man, how we playing without proper ventilation, yo? What are you doing?
Looking.
Don't pretend that you're going to do something to lights, camera, action.
Why not? I do what I want.
It's true. You do what you want. Oh, these are the grimiest freaking bits. Freaking player ones. Why don't people just start on player 2 and skip player 1?
I know, right?
I don't want to be player 1. I want to be player 2, but I don't want to play with anybody else.
Oh, now.
Careful.
I know. You make it so.
No, I'm just
So
talking
crowdy.
about. I'm talking about what you're humming along there.
Monsters?
Yep.
Now.
You want me to? You can't stop, dude. Stop it.
What?
Copyrights, man.
Oh.
They're cracking down on copyrights. You can't just.
Screw them!
Dude! Don't do that. Brent will get mad.
Oh, it made me so mad!
Alright. That part was a lot dirtier than I expected it. Expected it to be. Whew. Getting high over here, man. Would you like to just high time. There. I think it's, I'm trying to do it a different way. There we go.
Dang.
What'd you do?
Just a chip of paint comes off.
Oh.
Paul's right. You should do a coat of white first and then try and color match it. Especially since the wood just drinks that first coat that you have anything you put on there.
Yeah. Duh, that's common knowledge. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. I just wanted to put a little on here, see how well the color matches.
But everybody sees the back of it.
Yeah, they do.
Technically, they do. The way it's positioned.
Nobody sees squat, mister.
Careful, I got my plastic up there that I haven't installed yet. Got my hooks. Got my hooks in you.
This is pointless anyway because nobody will ever see this.
Well, one day, somebody may walk by and be like, you know what? Your arcade is sweet because I saw the back of that game and it looked amazing.
Or one day, we just redo the graphics anyway. Because that's about all we need to do on this bad boy, and it'll be looking fine.
Yeah, I hate that the ones that are on the internet, you can't really tell because the colors are weird.
Yeah. It's sad too that somebody took the trouble to do that. But if they did, it's like that one guy with the playfield overlays. It's like, well, if you ain't gonna do them right, why'd you bother?
Yeah, most of the people that like they do arcade graphics, but there's not a lot doing pinball graphics. At least I haven't found a bunch of them doing pinball graphics.
Yeah. I was referring specifically to that Star
I know,
Trek
that
debacle.
I know that guy.
Took the time and then just they're blatantly not even close to matching.
Sucked.
And since you're doing it with a computer, you know, you have the color palette in the millions. You know, you can get it right. So, you know, do that. Or don't bother.
I don't know why you couldn't tell the difference between orange and red because it was pretty obvious. Maybe he was colorblind.
That could be.
Looks fine to me. Dude, does not look fine. Looked horrible. Finishing up with these springs. All right. Springtime. There we go. Whew. That's it. One more piece. Come on. Gotta get it around that notch. Almost done. Almost finished. Oh, yeah. Get on there, buddy. That will be all 5 score reels, and then 2 steppers to go. Yeah, cool. Be done with this freaking backbox. E-clip. There it is. There we go. There it is. That is score reels aplenty. Get in there, buddy. lock in. Alright, take that back off. Slide this thing back. I don't think this will get in the way. I think it'll swing out that way when we go to deal with it. Let's get this screw back in the same hole. Man, we're almost done. This is a lot, so far it's a lot smoother operation than Mayfair. As it should be. This game was still as grody and as dirty and as sticky as it is. It was taken care of a lot better. Alright, that's that piece, that piece. I'll put a cap on that. We're gonna cap it, yo. Okay. So that's all that. These guys could technically go back in. 'Cause I'm done over here. That guy. These aren't the same size, right? No. They never make them the same size. They're definitely different sizes. There's no way I'm going to screw this up. That guy. And then this plugs into there. That's for the light. And then I guess this is on the other one. Yeah, that's on this one. We'll wait to put that one back on. That goes in there, tucks in there. That one tucks in there. Get out of the way of the mechanism. Okay. Now, tomorrow, ooh, don't trip. Zoom out. Rip. Oh man, we are getting crazy with this stuff now. So tomorrow we're going to try to get this guy done and this guy done, and then that will finish the back box once we put the sound back in. Making progress. It's never quick. If you want to do it right, it's never quick. But it is cataloged. Did it all. We're just about 2 hours. That sounds like a good enough time for me, guys. Alright. Thank you for anybody that was watching. I don't know if you were. Didn't look like very many were watching tonight, but hey, that happens sometimes. Who wants to watch pinball repair other than me? Few people. Sometimes they do. So we will take care of that, and we'll just leave this kind of stuff as it is right now. And tomorrow, get back at it. We got a work break. We'll do it in the afternoon. We'll do it for an hour. Hopefully, an hour is enough time to at least get one of these steppers done. There's not a lot of slack, though. That's the problem. We'll do our best. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to take some time and maybe rest a little bit. Get off this stupid crate. This crate is not comfy. Get some of these bright lights off. Anyway, take care, guys. I will see you guys mañana. Goodbye.